Alright guys, Bludgeonboy here to play some more Ratchet and Clank 3, or to watch himself playing some more Ratchet and Clank 3. This is the second half of the other video. This could be very short because, as I said in the previous episode, I kind of went a bit longer than I thought I would, and just talked for way longer than I thought I would. No, the split isn't really even. It's looking to be about 21 minutes to 7, which is a bit silly, but oh well. I just don't want to talk for half an hour at a time anymore. I just want to make these, short and sweet. I want to learn to not ramble. Ironically, I kind of did ramble in the other one, but I didn't repeat myself in the other one at all. I don't think, really. I was talking about different stuff the whole time, so... at least I think I was. So, yeah, hopefully I can work on that. That's what I'm aiming for this LP, to be a bit more concise and a bit more interesting. I'm not sure how interesting these are anymore. I'm not really sure. Although... on the other hand, I do have one kid who added me on Facebook, who sent me like messages on YouTube asking me if I can add him on Facebook, and he messages me every fucking 3 days or whatever that if I don't upload these, and it fucking irritates me. He's the only one who does it, but at the same time, I hate it when people do that. I really hate it. I got very close to blocking him because he was doing it. I mean, it's not like he's pestering me every day or something. He could be doing a lot worse, but still, when you pester me to do something, it slows down me doing that thing. I hate being pestered to do stuff. If you tell me to do something like once or twice, I usually get around to it. If you tell me to do something 5, 6, 7 times, I never get around to it. Because I just pass your warnings off. I just pass the reminders off as nothing. They just go in one ear and out the other. But in any case, in regards to the lack of these, I explained in the last episode that I've been sick and have stuff to do. But because I'm back at uni, hopefully I'll have stuff to talk about. Last semester really wasn't very interesting. Nothing really happened. But this semester, my classes, I've had 3 days of uni, 3 days worth of lectures. I've had lectures for all my classes. I've got Thursday and Friday off. So I'm using that to do these recordings. And all the lectures have been great, really. They've all been fantastic so far. It's only like 1 or 2 where I've kind of had things that are going, I don't really get what you're talking about. Both the philosophy ones were awesome. I'm actually looking at the lectures going, I could do that. That's like a job that I could do. I could lecture. Because, I mean, doing stand-up is like lecturing, but just making jokes. Not that they're not as close as one might think, but, I could do it. I can talk in front of a group of people about something I know about. You need a PhD to do it. I believe you need a PhD in whatever field to lecture in it. Would be considered for hire. But, I mean, if I'm interested in the field, then a PhD would be interesting, it'd be fun, so... who knows? Maybe I'll actually decide on what I want to do for a living, because at this point I still don't really know. But speaking of comedy, Whose Line is fucking back, man. Whose Line is back. Anyone who's like a fan of the show, go check the new episodes out, because they're faring pretty well, I gotta say. Because when you get these things that are really hyped, like a lot of people wanted this show back, and when you get hype like this, you risk being disappointed. I haven't been disappointed, really. There's a few negative aspects which I can get into, but really it's been, on the whole, very good, very funny. They haven't lost their edge. Brian or Colin or Wayne or the fourth chairs, some of whom have been Whose Line guests before, some of whom are people I've never even seen before, but they've all been great. They're all really talented. All the games are back. Well, most of the games are back. Some of the games are new. It's fantastic. I'm just happy. I'm just happy it's back. I'm enjoying all the episodes that I'm watching. It's really good.
It is a historically accurate interactive graphic
novel. I'm just really stoked that they've brought it back and it hasn't been disappointing. A lot of people have bashed the new host, Aisha Tyler, for being different to Drew Carey. I'd cut her some slack. I mean, it's better than nothing for a start. I don't think she's that bad. I think she's got to warm to the role a bit. You got to kind of get used to it. But I think the first season of Whose Line, the first season of the original US season, Drew had the same kind of problems. It was kind of a bit bland with the hosting, I mean. But, you know, Drew and the performers eventually formed a bond, and they worked off each other's jokes, and they made fun of each other, and they just rolled with the punches. You got to give Aisha time to kind of get used to it. Once they warm to each other, I'm sure it'll be similar. And Aisha is gradually moving towards Drew's style. Like in the first few episodes, she said, you know, "Welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway? Let's make some stuff up." I'm like, that's not right. In the latest episode, though, she said, you know, it's Whose Line It Is Anyway? Come on down, let's have some fun. I'm like, that's what you're supposed to say. Some things, like we OCD fans, we need you to be exact. We need you to say the exact thing. They're also doing a lot of guest stars, which is kind of odd. Like, I don't. They have to do it because it's a financial risk, because they're bringing an old show back. So they need these sponsors to make sure the show is viable. It has been renewed for a second season, which is great, but they kind of, I think they needed the stars for a financial padding, if you will. But they're kind of getting more attention than the fourth chair is, and the fourth chair is talent. That's improv talent. The guest star is just talent of some kind, you know. But yeah, if you like Whose Line or improv comedy, go watch the new eps. They have not lost their edge. It's great. You won't regret it. Believe me, it really is funny. So, with that said, I will catch you guys later.